The current model of long-term institutional care is absolutely not fit for purpose.
We are now in the 21st century and we need long-term care to reflect the advances of the 21st century.
So we have to find innovative new ways to take care of people in a very humane way as they grow older.
There is no magical point where suddenly you become old.
We need to keep the spirit of who people are alive through their different life stages, through the life course, so that we are as valuable that day as we are at the height of our economic earning power in our 40s or 50s.
We need to recognise that the elderly and their carers are able to use technology effectively. We need to work with them as they become comfortable with that. And we need to ensure that it's there in a supportive way.
If you speak to an elderly person, they will not tell you that their preference is to be sitting in a hospital bed with a lot of other sick people. They'll tell you that they'd rather be at home in their own environment, surrounded by their own comfort and their family. That's what they want, and our job is to try and help achieve that for them.
What can we do to empower people? What can we do to enable them to stay independent for as long as they possibly can? But beyond that, they can't be put into a system where their rights are taken away, where their ability to make their own decisions, if they are still capable of making those decisions, are removed from them.
And I think the long-term care revolution is actually about the fact that things will always change, it's continual. You'll never have a choice over the fact that it's going to change, so you can accept it and you can turn it into something that's really beautiful.
Bringing providers and those who use services to the table. This isn't a discussion that can or should go on simply between academics, innovators, people who are in the business of technology. Actually, it's the end users of this technology that have to be fully engaged.
Here you can have really the chance to empower SMEs to be the drivers of many new innovations and try to create the ecosystems that those players can play a role, so it's not just the big players but also the small players.
I think if there's one thing that we can do to help realise the aspirations of the revolution is help everyone think creatively, imaginatively. It's really hard to imagine a revolution. Especially imagining a revolution that actually works for people. So we need to listen to people, really work with them, listen to what they have to say and what they want, but also help extrapolate that into the future, because after all, we're trying to imagine what the next 10, 20 or 30 years or more should be like.
Because I don't think there's a single person or organisation who can solve the issues that everyone is facing in keeping people at home for longer. And working together, which this today long-term care revolution is a wonderful opportunity, is the best way to ultimately solve those big issues.
Revolutions start from the ground up. They're never going to start from the top down. There's an opportunity here to displace and disrupt the current situation, use design and innovation to make that change and embed it within the healthcare service.
I think for me, a mantra for the long-term care revolution is imagine yourself in later life. What is it that you want? That's what we need to design, not what someone else wants.
We absolutely have to raise awareness of the importance of the long-term care revolution. People are gradually getting to know why it matters. I think we've got to speed that up because we haven't got time to wait for people to find out why it matters.
To give people greater choice, no matter how old they are.
Live your life the way you want to live.